Hello, and welcome to another Cuppa with Kaci. And today, much like the last few videos, we have Squatter box. There's a big dent in it, so I'm hoping nothing's been damaged, but sounds fun. Let's do it. So this is the March box. And we got, let's just, do this. Yeet. Ooh, so this is the print. That's nifty. Shane Vorhaben. Vorhaben? I don't know. But nice work, dude. I like it. Okay, so we got the zine. We got some paper, which is 250 GSM. Uncoated paper, 12 sheets. Scroller box exclusive. I like it's pretty and it's green, and green's my favorite color, so I like it. Okay, let's get into the stuff. Looks like whatever sweetie I have has melted a little bit to the paper. Oh, it's a big boy sweetie, no wonder. Don't look at those, look at this. This right here was one of my favorite sweets as a kid. Oh, and you can't get them here in Australia. This just makes me so happy. I'm going to put that there in pride of place, where everyone can see it for the rest of the video. As for the stuff in here, looks like we got some pit markers. Where's my sticker? Did I miss an email? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, did we not get another one? Here it is. Here's my sticker. Sticker. Tissue paper. Yeet. Ah, stuck to my hand. That failed yeet. Okay. Looks like we got my good old favorite. We got a Derwent pencil. It's a lead pencil though. How bad could it be? I know I don't like Derwent, but it's 2B, so it'll be nice and soft. Then we got well, I've got quite a few of these. Uni pen, 1.0 though, so it's a thick one. Thick one. Focus. At least not gonna focus, but it's thick. Then we've got a uni pen brush pen. Ooh. Pretty. Then we got what looks to be a normal ballpoint pen. A Mitsubishi Pencil Company Limited Uniball Black. Hey look! It's a ballpoint pen! I'm assuming there's got to be something fancy about the ink of this ballpoint pen. And then we got some pit markers. Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Brush Sky Blue, May Green, Scarlet Red, which looks orange to me. But hey ho, they're all in the size B, which I'm assuming means brush. And yeah, let's see what we got here. We got a Uniball Signo Gel Stick 170 pen. Excellent for any artist needing an instrument for smooth and easy line work. Okay, so it's for line art. Fitted with a 0.7mm stainless steel nib, great for those finer details, and includes a unique twin ball mechanism that prevents any unwanted ink leakages. So it's just a fancy ballpoint pen. But we'll see how it writes in a moment. And then, we got leading lines, which I guess the art print was a lot of line work. And we got the zine. That's cute. Well done, Chiaralgaldi. I can't read that. Whoever you are, you did a good job. Goodbye, zine. Yeet. All right. Let's get into it. We got some paper. We got to do some... Oh, I did that really messily, and that makes me unhappy. So, by this point in time, for you, I will be back from my holiday. For me, I leave next week, and I'm very excited. So if I talk about it a lot during this video, I apologize. Tea. Ow. Okay. Scribble. Shopping. Okie. We got... This pencil feels grainy. I don't know if it's because I'm used to ones with erasers on the back. They just feel heavy because it's got the eraser on the back. This one feels really light, like it's going to disintegrate any moment. Don't graphic to be. And true to form, I don't like it. I don't know if it's because I have preconceptions when it comes to dough and art supplies, but it just feels grainy. I don't know. I'll use it for this video, but it's probably going to go into one of these drawers over here and never see the light of day again. Okay, our fancy schmancy ballpoint pen, which is it says it here. I was reading the little sticker, but it says it on the little hangy dibble. Uniball. Signo. Gel stick. And 0.7. See, it is a nice ballpoint pen. I mean, it's got nice coverage. Doesn't look too opaque. But it's just a ballpoint pen to me. Not something I would normally pick up for arting. And then we got our Uni Pen Fine Line. Oh, it's grey. I mean, I should have expected that considering the barrel is grey, but I did not expect it. I did that wrong. It's supposed to be Uni Pen. Uni Pin. I got thrown off by the colour of the ink, and also I'm really not good with brush nibs. Oh, there you go. It says light grey right there. Ha! Light grey. Oh, brush. It does give some nice line variation though. I just need to watch how heavy-handed I am when I use it. Then we got our Uni... Oh, see? This feels nice. Just slides on the paper. Fine Line 1.0. Ooh. It's so nice. Look at that. It's just so uniform. Pretty. Definitely my favorite so far, but I've used these lots before because I like them so much. Okay, then we've got our Faber-Castell Pit brush pen. These were the very first brand of like art pens that I ever had. I wanted Copics when I was a teenager, but I could never afford them, so my parents thought these were the same and bought me these. It says they have India ink in them. I think the ones that I used to have were water-based ones, because they just tore up the paper. It was ridiculous. I hated them. Since then, I've given them to my mum, and she uses them when crafting, so they haven't gone to waste. But I wasn't fond of them in comparison to Copics, because obviously they're not the same thing, so there wasn't really a comparison to be made. But these aren't too bad. I mean, I think if I was to scribble on the same section for too long, it would eat up the paper. Oh. Okay, and then Scarlet Red. So I've got no clue what to draw with these colours. It's a weird choice. They just don't really go well together. They're all very similar values. I don't know, maybe if I draw the Powerpuff Girls. Right, I think I've got sort of an idea of what I want to do. I might just do it on the back of this sheet. Okay, so we got the base sketches down. And we just gotta come up with my style, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna give them... I know they don't have ears, which is really weird. But I'm gonna give them some. And super long hair. What are you doing with your hands, Blossom? I guess you're the leader, so you can be all like, I got my hands on my hips. Superhero pose. Looks good. Okay, and then we'll do... I'm gonna make all their dresses slightly different from each other, I reckon. Alright, we got Blossom. Sorted. Now we'll do Bubbles. And that's Bubbles. And then we'll do our grumpy tomboy sister. Alright. That's all I need of that. We've got ourselves the Powerpuff Girls. Enjoy the sketch while it lasts. Okay. something I didn't test. This is how well these pit markers go over the top of the liner or the pencil. Let's get lining. Blah, blah. Look at that face. Does that face not scream, I can see into your soul? It's terrifying. Bubbles always was the one you had to look out for, though. I didn't want to make them too overly feminine, because they're the Powerpuff Girls. And I wanted them to stay sort of girls. Like maybe this is their tween years. So they're not quite 13, maybe just 12. Just turned 12. This is their 12th birthday. So they're all sort of starting to individualize themselves a little bit with their outfits. Instead of just wearing perfectly matching ones, they've still got the black belt line going on, but they've each moved their own way a little bit with it. It's the idea anyway. And, you know, Blossom being Blossom, given that she's like the leader, has kept the very iconic Powerpuff Girl look. Because, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it and all that. And Bubbles has sort of gone real cutesy, pretty girl look, very preppy. And then we got punk/goth Buttercup. Well, that's gonna make her tomboyish, look a bit like a skater, but doesn't work too well with the dress idea. And I wanted to keep them all in dresses at least, you know. So, we got Bubbles. Hello, Bubbles. You look cute. On to Blossom. Ooh, looking moody. You're the only one I'll actually be able to see eyebrows of, so I feel like I should actually add it in just because there's enough of your forehead showing and it'll look really dumb if you don't have eyebrows. In my opinion. And then we got like a long sleeve top going on there. I don't know if that looks right or not, but it's what's happening now. I don't know if you can hear, but my daughter is asleep. And she has a nightlight that plays music. And all I can hear is twinkle, twinkle, little star. And I started singing it a second ago. And it's really annoying. Make it go away. Alright. We got our tween Powerpuff Girls. Yay! And then we just gotta let this dry. Alright, so time to color these babies. So, of course, we'll start on the left, for I am right-handed. And we do Bubbles. Now, because they're not alcohol-based, these do end up pretty streaky, and I'm already tearing up the paper. Is that because I'm doing that on the back of it? 1 second. It says uncoated, so doing it on the back shouldn't really matter. in the grand scheme of things. Just try not to layer it up too much. I'm going to give it blue lipstick. Right, so this is going to be really streaky, I reckon. So I'm just going to go with it instead of trying to fight it and just make it run with the form of the image, if that makes sense. Like her skirt's flying this way, so I'm going to make it all the lines flow this way. Bubbles. Alright. Let me color those bits in a smidgen darker. Alright. Not too bad in the grand scheme of things. I think I say that a lot. Do I say that a lot? Okay, then we color over the pupils again just to make them a tiny bit darker. And yeah, okay. That's all the blue on you. Right, moving on to red. Now I know technically she's pink, but I was given red. So she's getting red. Yeah. The red doesn't seem as streaky as the blue. It could be because it's darker or slightly darker, so you don't notice the overlay as much. But it's not nearly as streaky. What was your favorite episode of Powerpuff Girls? I remember, I don't know if I actually had a favorite episode, but I remember an episode that I only ever saw part of, and I never saw the end of it for some reason. And I've been like, and I always remember every time it was on, I was like, I want to see that whole episode so I can see how it ended and how it started. And it never happened, and I never saw it again, and I, to this day, believe that I dreamt it or something, like it wasn't real. And it was like this really weird sort of, it was super messed up, like Bubbles' hair had turned into like chicken drumsticks instead of pigtails. Like they were like chicken drumsticks, and like everything was turning to meat. And I remember thinking it was really messed up. And yeah, and I don't remember how it ended, or I never saw how it ended. And every time Powerpuff Girls came on, I was like, yeah, it might be that episode, and it never was. I never saw that episode again, and it really bugs me. But yeah, that's my little story about Powerpuff Girls. What else? What other episodes? I really like the one when was it Bubbles had to save the other two with the power of music or something? I don't remember. They lost their colours, and Bubbles had to show everyone the beauty of friendship again or something. And she like plays the drums and the guitar and shit and stuff. And it was really cool, and I liked that episode. That's all I can remember about that episode. But yeah, I think that might have been my favourite one. Or maybe the one with the Rowdy Rough Boys. I don't know. Okay, so we got the base colours down. See how streaky this is? This is why I like alcohol markers, not India ink or whatever these are. Alright, grey time. Alright. Juicy boy time. Let's fill in these blacks. I feel like it's missing something. It's probably because their hair is all white. It doesn't feel like it's done. But I don't want to reach for more colours. I want to keep this a limited palette, you know, and keep to the box, even though I've used a different multi-liner, but that's because that ballpoint pen was just not doing it for me. No ink was coming out, and it was all patchy and gross, and I'm not okay with that with line work, that's for sure. And that is why I don't use ballpoint pens for things like art. There's also the nib is way too small for me. I prefer my ballpoint pens to be thick ballpoint pens, because they just glide so much smoother. Did not take into account that I'm going to be colouring that in black, so you can't see any of the detail anyway. But oh well. It's alright. Okay, now, what do I do to make it seem a little less empty? Obviously, Buttercup's hair is black, so I can colour that in. The only problem with this is it's tearing up the paper a little bit, and I keep getting fibres on the tip, which is messy, and I disapprove. I do not like messy. Now my problem is, does that work, or does it just look messy? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm gonna leave it for now. Alright, go back with the grey, I reckon. Try some more shading. Okay. See, that looks much better. Yeah, they're not looking too bad. And last but not least, we got to do a power line all the way around the outside. And you know why we do this? To make it pop off the page. If, like me, you draw an awful lot of characters floating in a white space and don't want to have to draw backgrounds, give them a power line. 100% of the time, it'll make it look purposeful without laziness. You just gotta know exactly which lines need to be thickened and which ones you can leave behind. For the most part, it's just all your most outside lines, but then in some cases, like here, you can make that one a bit thicker and it'll just add a little bit more depth. And to be honest, I might do the whole under here and there as well, because then it gives a bit more depth to the whole lot. And just a little bit up there, because that one's so far behind. Where's my... Just to smooth that out, and I might do the same on the face. Just to make certain areas pop some more. It's also really good if you're doing things like stickers to add a power line around the outside of whatever the image is that you have going onto your sticker, because same as doing it on a picture like this to make it pop off the page, it will help your image on the sticker pop off of whatever it's being stuck to. So that's a little Kaci star tip for you today. Use power lines. Okay. Now because Buttercup's hair is already black, I'm not going to throw a power line around that because it's just going to make that shape look clunky, because it's going to ruin the definition of certain points. So instead, I'm just going to leave that area as was, kind of like how I did with the shoes. I only put it on there enough to make it smooth out to the edge of the leg. Alright, I'm going to do this line. And I think I'm going to thicken up around her entire body because her hair is so far in the background. Having the thicker line between her and her hair will bring focus to her and she won't disappear as much. There we go. And that is everything. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little drawing session, Cuppa box unboxing. And just for one last thing, because you can't not use a good old Sakura Jelly Roll highlight. What do you think? Thank you very much for coming and watching. Have a great day wherever you are, and bye!